Devin, so you guys finally faced off. Did you size him up? Last time I remember he called you a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Was he a featherweight? What is he?
Yeah. He definitely looks small. But I don't really believe in size really matters. I think they skills pay the bills. Skills is what truly matters in that ring. He's fought bigger guys than me, Nakatani and somebody else. So it shouldn't matter about my size. At the end of the day, we both weigh in at 135, and that's all that matters.
Hardcore boxing fans, of course, and even the promoter knows that this is going to be an IQ fight. Two smart fighters. The poster has a chessboard on it. Do you think you could match him? IQ for IQ, if it goes down that route?
Yeah, I think my IQ is better. I don't look to match my IQ for IQ. I look to show that my IQ is better than his. To show that I come up under a different school than him. I respect the school that he comes from and all that, and with his dad and his amateur pedigree. But I come from a different, the Floyd Mayweather school, my dad's school of boxing. Many different great trainers, Virgil, Hunter, Eddie Mustafa. So many great trainers, Roy Jones and Floyd Senior, and so many good different trainers that I come from a different school, and so I like to showcase my IQ.
Speaking of schooling, his route into professional as a professional fighter, he did close to 400 amateur fights. He won 2 gold medals, Olympic gold medals. You did over 100 amateur fights, and you turned pro before you were 17. Had a few fights in Mexico. Different routes to turn professional. And what would a win? The route that you took and a win over the route he took, what would that say in terms of boxing of what the future holds for the modern fighter?
Different routes with different people. We both are at the top, so that's all that matters. It's not saying that his route was bad or my route was better or whatever the case may be. We both made it to this point to be fighting for undisputed. So respect to him, respect to my route as well. But yeah, it just shows you that different routes can still lead you to the ultimate goal of being where we are.
Last thing, I gotta get your thoughts on Benavidez win over Plant and his performance compared to Canelo's. Can you just give me a quick assessment on the comparisons, if any?
Yeah, I think Benavidez fought a good fight. Caleb won a lot more rounds against him, but just styles make fights. So I can't really critique it or do nothing like that. They both were victorious. Benavidez was close to stopping him, and Canelo stopped him. But Caleb fought a good fight for the first 6 rounds, but it seemed like he kind of faded. He started to fade, and that's when Benavidez took over. Same with Canelo as well.
Yeah, was one even more impressive than the other, or are they both respectable, obviously, in their own way?
A win is a win.
Yeah.
Devin, you kept laughing at the rehydration clause. Do you think Ryan made a mistake taking that?
That's what he signed up for at the end of the day. So, if he felt like he was he could be victorious under those conditions, then I take my hat off to him. Me personally, I wouldn't, but it's different. We got different body frames and different bodies, different training regimens and all that. So if he feels like he could be victorious with that, then let's see.
I know you mentioned it's hard to make 135 and there's not that much big fights at 140, but what about names like Josh Taylor? I know Rolly's fighting for a 140 strap. You got Regis that just got a strap. What about those type of guys?
Yeah, those are big names in 140, but the big names are at 135. That's all I was saying. So I want the top guys at 135, but I wouldn't mind, going to go fight those guys at 140 as well.
Then lastly for me, I know you always say like you're undisputed champ and you're not getting the recognition that, the praise that you should be getting for being the youngest undisputed champ. Do you think it's because how the trajectory went with the belts passing from person to person? You think you got to make like a couple of more title defenses to say like I'm that guy?
These guys, they try to downplay the belts when they don't have any. Anybody that says belts don't matter, that's because they don't have any belts. So they're trying to water it down. But at the end of the day, the true boxing purists know that the belts mean everything, especially when you have all of them. Not when it's like I can see if I have 1 and maybe 2. But I have all of them. So it shows that I am the best in the division.
Last thing, I gotta ask, going back to the question of the Benavidez and Canelo, does your mind change at all now in a potential matchup between them after the performances? Because Caleb was doing very well for the first 5 minutes, 5 rounds.
Yeah, no, because I don't feel like Caleb and Canelo fight will have the same styles, different styles. Like I said, styles make fights. So we just got to see. May the best man win.
Cool. Appreciate you, Devin. Thank you very much.